What is up, Disney nerds? So today is Thursday, and I just came back from seeing Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, and I just want to talk about it, give me my thoughts on the movie. I'm going to keep this spoiler-free, so there will be no spoilers in this video. With that being said, let's jump right into it. So starting off, this movie is definitely a blockbuster type of movie. When you see the trailer, it obviously gives it away that it's going to be a blockbuster vibe, meaning like, you know, just like a summer type of movie where it's, you know, just a movie that looks like it's going to be made for money. That's what I thought going into this movie, and actually it surprised me. This movie's very surprising. It's actually very good. I thought it wouldn't be as good as it was, and it was actually very surprising and very well done. For plot here, I'm going a 9 out of 10. I know that seems probably fairly high, but the plot here is really good. The pacing I truly love. I did not find this movie slow at all. There was a few times that it was a bit slow, but there was very good comedy in this movie, and the comedy actually hit well with me. I was chuckling. There was a really good, cool scene where it was like a really funny scene of just a joke where it was a hologram kind of like glitching, and it made me really chuckle and laugh. So that's really cool. I'm totally down for the comedy in this film. The plot is really well, and I think it's well crafted, this movie, when it comes to storytelling. And it's clear that Chris Pine's character is the dungeon master. He says like he creates the plans and stuff, and I'm telling you, there is a lot of plans in this movie, sort of like a real D&D game. Next, visual effects or visual cinematography, all that jazz, 10 out of 10. When I tell you the cinematography for this movie is incredible with the landscapes, the shots, I feel like the shots are beautiful. The special effects in this movie are great. The dragons look incredible. All like the CGI effects, there's people that are like half cat, half bird, and it looks really good, and I'm all for cool special effects in film if they can pull it off well, and this movie pulls it off great. The cinematography, like I said, is incredible. It really gives me very similar reminders to Lord of the Rings at times during some shots, and I'm all for that. I love the cinematography in the Lord of the Rings films. And this movie is very cool when it comes to visual effects. It's amazing. Acting, I feel like acting is the weaker point of the movie. However, it's not that weak because it's only an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10 is a very good score. The acting is very good. I see the characters very well. I love the characters. They make me laugh. Chris Pine's character makes me laugh. The sorcerer's character, I really like him. And of course, I like really all the characters. There's no character that I truly like hate the acting of. Maybe the Red Wizard, I kind of didn't really care for the Red Wizard that much, the villain of the film. But it was really overall a great movie. Like when it comes to acting, like there was nothing really terrible. There was just nothing groundbreaking. Soundtrack, I'm going 7 out of 10. Again, a weaker part of the film. I mean, it was still great sounds. Like it kept me entertained when there was a great fight scene on screen. There was a good soundtrack next to it. But there was nothing like incredible where I was like, I would listen to that. Like I listened to the Tron theme song, La La Land, Whiplash, and Interstellar. But I wouldn't really listen to the Dungeons and Dragons theme song. So I mean, that's why it's only a 7 out of 10. It's nothing incredible. But the action scenes, 9 out of 10. The action scenes are incredible. There is a lot of action in this movie. And they're all well done. Like, they're pretty cool action scenes. There's nothing really terrible about them, but there's great actually. Like, there's nothing awful about it. It's really good. There's just nothing like incredible that would make it a 10 out of 10. But they're very entertaining. The battle scenes are very like lengthy. That's my really only problem is like I kind of feel like they're a bit too long. but they are good, and there's a lot of action within this movie. Now, enjoyment, I'm going 9 out of 10. I actually truly enjoyed this movie. Like I said, I laughed a lot throughout it, and like the jokes weren't stale at all from start to finish. They were good quality comedy. I felt deep for the character development and the characters. I truly cared for them. There was nothing that like I really didn't enjoy, except like I said, the villain. I did not really care at all for the villain. And I will say there was like a scene where I was kind of like, all right, that kind of feels like a bit of a cop-out. And once you see it, you'll kind of understand. And I mean, I get it. I understand what they were trying to do. But it just felt too easy for me. Like, you'll see when you see the movie, like, it just felt a bit too easy at one point, what they were writing in the script. But like I said, I truly enjoyed this movie, and it's a great quality movie. Like, this movie feels like an enjoyable film like you see in Goonies or E.T., like a Steven Spielberg movie, stuff like that. This is a very wholesome movie. For the ending, I'm going an 8 out of 10. This ending was very good. Nothing truly amazing about it, but it left me satisfied, and that's why it's an 8 out of 10. So for me, overall, this movie is... I'm very conflicted on where to put this movie. For me, it's an 8.5 out of 10. I'm very troubling having to put it between an 8 or a 9. Because there's great qualities of this movie, but there's also qualities that I'm like, alright, it can be an 8 out of 10, but then there's qualities I'm like, this could be a 9 out of 10. Like I said, visual effects, comedy, everything like that. Overall though, I think I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. But not like a significant 9 out of 10, like on the lesser side. So like an 8.5. I don't think there should be a sequel to this. I think it should just be left alone as a good movie like The Goonies. This movie, I would compare it to The Goonies. It's really good. It's a really great movie. It's a 4.5 out of 5 because of that aspect and because of the visual effects. Now maybe down the road, it might be a 4 out of 5. But it's definitely in between there. It's between a 4 and a 4 out of 5, 0.5 out of 5, an 8 and a 9 out of 10. It's between those. I don't really know where to put it right now. But yeah, really good. So like I said, this movie is truly good, and I would definitely recommend seeing it in the movie theater because it is definitely a blockbuster film. And it's a feel-good movie. You really feel great after it. You feel happy. It's not too bad. So, with that being said, it's been real, been fun. Definitely check out this movie. So yeah, please like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and like the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thieves Nerd out. Peace.